So the first MacBook we have here is a MacBook that had a little bit of water damage, was fixed by ultrasonicing, but now has no sound. We're going to try and figure out why this A1708 MacBook has no sound. What do you tell customers that don't feel like component level is a safe, repair, or credible option? What I do if they think it's not safe or credible is I tell them that the Apple Store is on 9th Avenue and 14th Street, and it's only about 4 stops on the L train. Bye! My queue is full enough as is without having to deal with that horseshit. I understand and I respect if you do not want to go through with this option. The Apple Store is the place for you. I'm not even saying it sarcastically, it's just, okay. The thing is, you shouldn't try to shove an option down somebody's throat if it's not the option for them. There's a good book on this. It's Jim Camp's Start With No. Figure out what their pain point is. Most people's pain point is, I don't want to wait several weeks and spend, $750 to $1,200. But if your pain point is, I don't think that this is credible, then Apple Store is the place for you. And if you are actually the right person for them, then they'll come back. But if you're not, then they'll get what they want, and everybody will be happy. Yeah, I ain't got no time to be selling people on that this is safe and all that other stuff. Go to apple.com/support. Thank you, Ben. I really appreciate that. All right, so on this MacBook, there's going to be a sound chip up here, this Cirrus chip. And it appears to be totally fine. It appears to not have a single problem with it. Now, there are going to be a certain power rails that go to this audio chip. Let's take a look at those power rails that go to that audio chip. Okay, so it looks like U6200. Wait, that's HDA bridge. So I'm guessing HDA is high definition audio. I'm guessing speaker is speaker. So there's a couple of power rails that need to be coming in here. PP1V8SO has to show up. It looks like PP1V8SO is the power rail that's going to this chip. So how do we get PP1V8SO?
He's pointing to Lewis through the glass. What?
That's creepy.
So that's why I went outside to talk to him so that he wouldn't be coming in here.
There's somebody pointing at me outside?
Yeah.
Kevin, shield me.
Yeah, I know, he's gone.
Kevin, protect me. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do, while Kevin is my bodyguard against the person outside that's probably looking to steal the tip jar again. Come on.
Where's Hi-Hi?
Come at me! Try and take my tip jar. Where's my baseball bat?
Where's Hi-Hi?
Where's my baseball bat?
Hi-Hi's supposed to be our doorman.
I'll take this microscope and shove it up your ass. Who was pointing at me through the window? Who?
That's nothing compared to this. Here. I don't trust your motor skill. The reach. Look at that.
You're the one who allowed this to happen.
No, leave that for Kevin. That's for you, Louis.
I have PTSD now. I fix boards like this. I'm going to measure my power. Can anybody measure PP1V8SO for me? Is PP1V8SO here? It is. So power is going into the audio chip. Did you fix the MacBook that the ghost knocked over? Yes. Who keeps the tip jar? Kevin gets the tips. Everyone gets the tips besides me. Owners only get tips from YouTube. So what do we have here and what appears to... So not that power rail is there. So most likely we're looking at bad audio chip. Because keep in mind, the only corrosion that we had on... Actually, wait. Whoa. Okay, now this makes no damn sense. Corrosion on backlight circuit, but we have a backlight. No corrosion on audio circuit, but no audio? I think I'm getting trolled here. I think that I'm getting trolled. iReflow. I think I'm going to be a noob and go iReflow. Yeah, iReflow and see if it works. Killa says, I'm in New York. Can I come by and say hi? Are you going to take my tip jar? I'm going to get you. I'll get you. I'll get you. You try to take my tip jar, I kill you! Alright, now here's the bad thing about testing sound. You have to actually put the machine back together, boot up into an operating system each time you want to test and see if sound is fixed. That sucks. That really, really sucks. That's a huge waste of time. It's not like fan spin and done or screen and done. It's It's time consuming because you have to plug all the stuff back in, get a test OS. No output devices found. No input devices found. So there is no audio here. So not only no output, but also no input, meaning that it's most likely a bad audio IC. Wait a second, there's another chip for audio, isn't there? Yeah, there's another chip for audio. There's two. I only checked one. I'm dumb. Okay, there's U6300. We need PP3V3SO to go through this filter and 1V8. Now, 1V8 is already present. We already checked that. What we need is to see if L6302 is blown, which it probably is. I would guess that is blown. This is kind of like acting as a fuse between PP3V3SO and the audio codec chip. So let's find L3602. Where is L3602? Now, when you right-click it, it's supposed to show you in Paul Daniels' software where it is. Here we go. It's showing. So let's check under it. All right, that chip also looks perfectly fine with no visible corrosion. So I want to see if I have voltage there. Wait a second. What's this? Hey, you're chipped. You're chipped. What are you, little chip? Look, it's a glass chip, and it is chipped in the corner. What is that for? And can I jump it? I want to jump it. What are you? You are an You take 3.3 volts, and you turn it into 1.8 volts for the audio codec. And you're cracked. Okay, so let's see. Does the voltage come out of this thing? Let's check on C6361. C6361. We're going to see if any voltage comes out of this. We have 3.3. Okay, do we have 3.3 going into the chip? Yes, we do. Solid 3.3. Next up is we're going to see if 1.8 volts is coming out of that LDO IC. And interesting, so check this out. We're not getting 1.8 volts out of the LDO, we're getting 0.3. Now, an LDO is a chip that's going to take a really low voltage and turn it into a slightly lower voltage. So a buck converter is going to take something like 12 volts and turn it to 5, 12 volts turn it to 3, 8 volts turn it to 1. An LDO is going to take something like 5 volts and turn it to 4 volts. So it's when you want a really small voltage differential. That's what an LDO is going to do. And here we have an LDO that is supposed to take 3.3 volts and turn it into 1.8 volts. Yet that little piece is cracked, and it's also only putting out 0.3 volts instead of what it's supposed to be putting out. So we are going to try replacing this teeny tiny glass chip with another one. And these chips are really easy to break. Look at this. This is very, very easy to break. See that? Like this. You can just chip away at this so easily. These are not, look at that. Bam, it just comes off so easily.
Thank you.
So we're going to remove that chip from the board the same way we're removing Kevin from payroll and see if this works again. Good night, Kevin. I'm not kidding about that, by the way. So reflowing the first chip was an act of complete and utter stupidity. So the first reason that I was dumb is I didn't even check to see that there's 2 chips for audio codec on this board. I only thought it was 1 because I wasn't paying attention. That was really dumb. You need to pay attention when you do this job, and what I was doing just now was unacceptably stupid, and you should never do something that unacceptably stupid. The second thing is I did not check every rail. Because, yeah, 1.8 volts was going to the above chip, but that was a separate 1.8 volt rail than the actual second 1.8 volt rail that's for the audio IC. That was really dumb of me, and that's inexcusably dumb, and it's not something that you should do. So we are going to replace that chip with another one and hope that when we have a non-cracked LDO, that this works. That's also a really difficult chip to harvest, because one thing you're going to notice is that that chip is, as you saw, it's really easy to break. So it's going to be fairly difficult to harvest without breaking it in the process. So let's see how many we go through before we do it. And again, don't be dumb like I am in this video. Don't be dumb. That was unacceptable, and anybody that's that stupid shouldn't be fixing boards. Yet I am here fixing boards because life is not fair and the world is not fair. Several of you watching this probably wouldn't have made that very stupid mistake. And yet you're the viewer, and I'm the board fixer. Life isn't always fair. Alright, so we are going to get another one and hope that we can repent for that act of idiocy by making this work. Hey Lewis, this is my first time catching you live in Binging all your stuff for the past 2 weeks. You're amazing. Keep it up. Thank you very much. I'm not that amazing. I'm actually pretty stupid, as I just showcased in this video, but I appreciate that. And thank you very much for your contribution. It is highly appreciated. And will go towards a burrito. I just soldered a BGA chip as if it was a QFN. If that is a newbie, I don't know what is. Now we're just going to get rid of the excess solder that I left by the chip. Damn, a little solder ball is really hiding in there. Move out of there, mofo. Can't fit anything in there. There we go. I just got it sucked into that capacitor. I'm not going to be an apple and leave solder balls on the board. It's fucking embarrassing. This is not an Apple store. We have quality standards here. I will not leave little solder balls on a board. Then again, just touching this chip like breaks it. So we are going to have to pick and choose our battles here. Okay, one solder ball gone. Second solder ball almost gone. Yes, beautiful. Unlike them authorized repair shops, we have quality standards that we try to live up to. Alright, so I'm going to give that a little bit to cool down. Remember, these boards absorb and dissipate heat much faster than many others, so I don't have to give it a lot of time. But we're going to have a little time to cool down, see if we're getting 1.8 volts out, and see if then we have audio devices recognized within the operating system, which I hope we do. Mark hasn't been paid yet, so I was thinking of doing some BMX riding from building to building tonight. I'd love to pay him, it's just I don't think I'd be able to if I was in the hospital. It's not that I wouldn't want to pay him.
I know, you would never.
I would never do that. Actually, you can have the tip jar. We'll call it even. All right, let's see if we get 1.8 volts now. The board should be pretty cool down. All right, as you can see, we are getting 1.8 volts on that LDO. So now I'm pretty sure that if I boot up into an operating system, that this MacBook will have audio. MacBook. MacBook. And while we're there, I'm also not going to allow this little backlight capacitor to stay on the board looking like that. We could allow it to stay on the board looking like that, but that would be mean. Leaving a backlight capacitor on the board that looks like this, that's the type of thing I would expect of a student from a course that steals their entire branding from another company, like Rico in Florida. Yeah, we don't do like that. So we are going to replace this backlight capacitor with a proper backlight capacitor. So tomorrow's going to be your last night with Oreo, isn't it, Mark? Oreo's gonna miss you so much.
I'm gonna miss him too. I'm just glad he's found such a great home here in New York.
When are we opening a Fort Lauderdale store together, Mark? We have to open a store right across from the fuckface that stole Jess's branding and course idea.
Yes.
I think that would be a great idea. So there's an individual who essentially literally copied and pasted Jess's masterclass idea But I don't mean, when I say copied and pasted, I mean they took Jess's ad, they like scrubbed out her name and wrote their name in. There's no effort put into this. Like not even $5 in Fiverr to make their own thing. And I was debating whether or not Mark and I should open up a store right across the street from them in Florida. Not to make money, but just to like fuck with them. And like I don't care if the store loses $10,000 a month just to screw with them because they did Jessa wrong. Like, I don't care if people like just open up a competing thing or whatever. But when you steal somebody's advertising down to the point of practically copying and pasting their shit, that is so effing lame.
Yeah, competition is great, but that was just blatant. And his response to Jessa saying like, "Hey, what's up with that?" was to block her on Facebook.
Yeah, what a cunt. That's a total cunt move. I think it would be really cool to open up a shop right across the street from there. Just do stuff at cost, just for the fuck of it.
CPU transfers, $100.
Yeah, CPU transfer, $100. Data recovery, local only, $100. iPhone screen repair, $20. Man, karma's a bitch. I like Jessa. Nobody gets to fuck with Jessa besides me. If anybody's gonna screw Jessa over, it's going to be somebody here from here. Not some foreign fuck. See you later, Mark. I have as much respect for people who do that type of shit as I do for people that steal tip jars. I am soldering like a dumbass today. What the hell am I doing? Okay, lower the effing air. I haven't seen the Spotify video regarding Apple. Alright, that's all into place. Now we see if we got audio. Just gonna wait a minute for everything to cool off. It sees the internal speakers, and it sees the built-in microphone. See, you can see the bar going up and down. Let's see if I hit the volume button on the keyboard. You don't hear anything, probably because I didn't plug the speakers in because I'm a lazy bum, but you can see. Look at that, look at that. Oh, look at that. You can hear everything. So now that we've restored PP1V8, this MacBook has audio. So that's it for today. And as always, I hope you learned something. Make sure you guard your tip jar, because if you don't, you never know who may be coming for it. And if you want an environment to check out these videos with no advertisements at all, you can check us out on boards.rossmangroup.com. And on boards.rossmangroup.com, you can go over here and go repair videos by model or problem, repair videos by problem. And when you click over this thing, it'll show you all of the different problem types. And you can go to something like no green light in charger, and it's going to show you every single video I've ever done talking about no green light in the charger, right like that. Or if you want to find videos related to just this specific board, which is an 820-00165, you can go repair videos by model, and then click 820-00165, and then you can see all of them. These videos were uploaded to Vimeo from the original master copy, so they are going to look better. And above all, if you go watch the videos in Vimeo, there's no pre-roll or post-roll video ad. There's no YouTube cancerous comment section. And it's a nice little YouTube-free environment, ad-free environment, so you don't have to watch ads, none of that nonsense. And that's it for today. And as always, I hope you learned something.